This energy is, I almost wanted to say enticing, y'all. What's going on in your lives? I feel a little goofy. I feel a little mystical. I feel a little, we got so much change going on, y'all. I pulled the Hermit, then the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Swords, and then the Six of Wands. This period of being by yourself, of hermiting, of having introspection, of doing the healing work, it's done. I feel like you are somebody who is like so accustomed to being alone, so accustomed to just like needing to draw back, needing to rest, feeling like your messages, your energy, your personality just doesn't resonate with people. And so you've just kind of learned, instead of to try to like go and find your people, you've just kind of it's not that you've internalized it or like changed stuff about you. I think you're just starting to realize why certain relationships didn't work out. But Spirit's really saying both the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Swords talk about change, talk about movement, talk about transformation, and the Six of Wands is success. Okay, I feel like the biggest thing here is you weren't hermiting from a place of, you want friends, you want relationships, you want those dynamics and connections, but I think you just, again, people looked at you crazy. People looked at you different. Your personality was just, I'm hearing it clashed. And again, maybe that's why I'm feeling like, why did I hear gremlin mode activated? Like, I just feel a little gremlin-esque. I feel a little goofy. I feel like, I don't know. I sat down and I kept like looking at the camera, like raising an eyebrow. I'm like, what are we doing? I think it's just you haven't been around people who can match your vibe, who can match the humor, who can match your freak, if you will. And Spirit's saying that is changing. Some of you might be physically moving. Some of you might be getting a new job. It might actually be physical in the 3D. But regardless, it's like, again, you're not going to have to diminish your light. You're not going to have to dumb down your personality. You're not going to have to withhold certain jokes or certain comments because you're scared of how it's going to be perceived or how people are going to react. I really feel, I'm hearing soul tribe. And again, the Six of Wands, you're stepping into an area where you don't have to be by yourself. It's not that you can't go back and you can't go and learn the lessons and you can't take the time alone. It's just, that's not the default anymore, is what I'm hearing. That's not the automatic safety zone. It actually feels like this group of people, it's going to be healthier for you to communicate about what's going on in your life, to vent, to do all of those things, rather than, it's not that you can't process these things alone, but there's something so strong about the word community coming through. Like, this is a community. This feels more than just like one friend coming in. This feels more than just like a couple. Like, this feels like in all areas of your life. Again, Spirit may be shifting a lot of things for you. It may be coming unexpectedly. You may be like, whoa. I just heard though that you manifested this. That you're tired of non-genuine connections, that you're tired of being in these relationships, these friendships where there's hidden envy, hidden animosity. It's just like a confirmation, a clashing of personalities. And so even though like you might be in a friend group, they're giving me a very specific example, so don't make this fit. I paused it at 3:39. I just want to make sure it's saved, but you could be a part of like a friend group right now. You could have like a significant other, a job, and it might not be entirely toxic, but it just might be like you don't feel like you can fully be yourself in front of this partner, in front of this group at your job. And so the universe might literally be like, okay, we're switching things up. And they might be like, okay, we're quite literally, we're getting rid of this partner, we're getting rid of this friend group, we're getting rid of this job, we're getting rid of it. And to you in the moment, that feels very chaotic. To you in the moment, you're not remembering the times in which you cried about the ways you were treated in this group. You talked to your spirit team about how unfair it was, about how you wish things would change. This is the change that you asked for. It just might not be in the ways that you expect. But Spirit is really saying, again, the Six of Wands, there's nothing to be scared about in this. Anything that you're going through, any transformation, any change that you're going through, it's ultimately for your higher good. It's ultimately going to lead in successful and fulfilling connections for you. So as long as you can kind of just trust the process, you're going to be able to meet the people that you were always meant to meet. You're going to be able to showcase the personality that was always meant to be shown. You're not going to have to, again, this collective is incredibly smart. You're incredibly witty. You're incredibly talented. And it just feels like you've had to place yourself on a level of normalcy, on a level of averageness. And I think that's what you're learning too, is some of what these people were feeling is it wasn't they thought you were weird. Okay, that might have been what the surface level thing is they were just envious that you had a personality, that you had found your inner calling, that you had some sort of potential, that you had some sort of uniqueness to you. Okay, your uniqueness is not your weakness. Your uniqueness is quite literally your divine blessing. And again, you're going to find those people. You're going to find those little weirdos. You're going to find those little those friends that just laugh at the same things as you, that just have those kind of like, I'm hearing dry humor, dad jokes, I don't know. But you guys don't have to diminish yourself. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. You're successful when you're truly in your most authentic self. Okay? And it's 555 as I'm ending it. So again, change is coming. Change has probably already happened for a lot of you, but again, they're not seeing it. Don't see it as a bad thing. See it as the time to go get that soul family, to go get that soul partner, that job that you're always meant to be in. And just go after it, because you guys got it. Again, it's 6 of Wands. They really just want me to bring that in. Success is on its way. Y'all got it.